she did said that you plagiarized her book. I said, what? Went on there, everybody.
What's up, bestie?
And
how are you guys?
Hey. Were
okay, give me 1 second. Let me make sure we
it was like a few people sprinkled here and there that was like, no, that ain't
okay. If you can hear, please put like the majority of the chat so I know you can hear. What's up, you guys? Give me 1 second. Let's get this lighting together and I'll be right with you. 1 second. Okay, I think that makes it better. Let me get back on. What's up, besties? It's your girl Sheridan, and I'm back with yet another video. Hey, welcome to season two of the Good Girl Rich Life podcast. Y'all, I'm so excited to see all of you here. Thank you guys so much for letting me know that you can hear. Perfect. You can hear now? Okay, good. I'm so glad that you guys can hear and that you're here. Make sure you hit that share button, share on Facebook, Instagram, all those good things, and let me know, tag me when you share so that I can see. We're in for a good conversation tonight. Welcome. Welcome to the Sacred Artist. Hey, Tyler, how are you? Welcome to Vincent Hill with Faith. Okay. Welcome. And y'all see my mama right there. So welcome. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Everyone who's going to come in for tuning in. Let's breathe. Y'all, it's a new season, a new day, and I'm glad about it. Y'all see we got a new hair color. And yes, the thumbnail is a picture of me when I had locks because I don't have any professional pictures with me, bald headed, whatever. So we're going to get that taken care of very soon. Daryl is coming in. He's coming in strong. But I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you for coming in, Daryl. We're going to get to talking about this topic. I am very passionate about this topic. I'm going to talk and intro the video, and here we go. I also want to recommend that you guys follow us if you listen to podcasts on Spotify. We will have this episode this week up on Spotify as well as Apple Podcasts. So the topic for the week is, does the Black church hate single women? So let's talk about it. I do want to welcome you all again to season 2 of the Good Girl Rich Life podcast. You already know what it is. I'm your girl Sheridan, and I'm here to keep it real, to keep it faith-filled, and a little bit spicy, okay? Because life be lifing. And I am super excited to be your host. If you don't know, I'm an author. I'm obviously now a podcaster. I'm a church girl. I'm a preacher. I'm the things, okay? So I love to network with you all. If y'all have a podcast or anything, definitely hit me in the comments. Let me know. I would love to support you as well. Okay, so if you're watching us live on YouTube, be sure to let us know where you're watching from in the chat. During each segment, I will go back to check out the comments, so make sure you are commenting along as we go along throughout the conversation. You are welcome to disagree with me. Okay, you are welcome to disagree with me, but just please do it respectfully. That's all I ask. I will be acknowledging everyone's comments, like I said. And today we are talking about being Black, being single, and being a woman. Those 3 intersections in the Black church. So, let's get into it. It is a topic. Okay, we got Texas in the house. Yes. Okay. So let's talk about why I chose this topic. Obviously, I am a Black woman. I am also single, and I am also a church girl, as I said. If you are single and a Black woman in the church, you already know the struggle. Yes, we are the biggest givers, as Daryl said, but the struggle is real. Okay, so everybody wants to know when you're getting married. Are you dating? Who you dating? Don't show up to church with a man because everybody turn around looking like, who is that with you? Everybody in your business, okay? Everybody wants to know when you're getting married, but the thing is, nobody's trying to get you with a husband, or at least not a suitable one. Emphasis on suitable. In my experience, or the experiences that I've heard from other church girlfriends, I've witnessed people who want to get you to be with a man to fix him, not necessarily to elevate you. They want you to get with a man to fix his gayness. Come on, can we talk about it? His sexuality, to fix his reputation, to fix his whorish ways, or to fix his ministry. But there's little regard for what you as a Black single woman need in the church. Let's talk about it. Some of us are out here dodging deacons, while others of us have completely disregarded church guys and said, I don't want anybody who goes to the church or is in the church. There's a lot going on with us church girls. There are others of us who are wondering if we have to relocate just to get someone or find a God-fearing man who ain't already married, or who is straight, or who is not playing games. So let's set the tone for tonight. Tonight, we're going to talk truthfully, honestly, but also biblically and within our experience about singleness, dating, and why the church culture makes it harder for Black single women to be married. So story time. Y'all ready? Y'all know I love a good story time. Story time. I remember this one time. There are always women who want me to date their sons. I don't know if y'all know that. I don't know if y'all know that about me, but there's always a woman who comes up to me and says, my son you would be perfect for my son. They're not really telling me that their son will be great for me, but I will be perfect for the son. So one time this lady, and I actually do love her, was pressuring me to be with her son. Okay. Pressure. And I kept sweetly turning her down. Oh, no. Doing my church like, oh, thank you. I understand. Oh, he sounds so whatever. He ain't that cute. But, whatever. I was like, oh, no. Whatever. But she kept pressuring me. And one day she cornered me and asked me, why not him? Okay. And I was like, once she asked the question, I went ahead and was like, now, lady, let me take this banner off. Hold on. Okay. I went ahead and was like, now, lady, you know good and well that your son is the man at the well. He got 5 wives and the one he went ain't his. Like, the man had a whole lot going on. He had multiple children with multiple different mothers. And I'm just like, ma'am, we're not equally yoked. That's why I said no to him. Now, don't get me wrong. I love a man with a testimony. Okay, you done been in the streets before, but now you done found the Lord. You done went here and there, but now you found the Lord. As long as your testimony ain't hindering me in mine now, I like a man with a little testimony, okay? But at the same time, I don't want to be taken on a downward trajectory because I have joined in with somebody who is not equally yoked to me. I'm heading upwards, and I don't want to marry somebody. Who you marry matters. I don't want to marry somebody who's going to set my life on a downward spiral. So no, I'm not going to be with your wayward son, and he's wayward. And so she backed off after I finally said that. Listen, everyone has a past. I'm not here to judge anyone's past, but some people's past isn't in the past, it's in the present, and it's affecting your now. Why would you join in partnership with someone who's not going upward? Got it? And so that was a no for me. For those of y'all who have no children or who are single and dating, let me ask you, how many children are you willing to accept when dating a partner or finding a partner or dating? Let me know. Type it down in the comments. How many kids are you willing to accept? Or if you're married, tell me when you were married or when you were single, what was your ideology? I could do 2 kids, but I ain't doing 3. I could do 3 kids. I ain't doing 4. How many baby daddies? Let me know in the comments. For me, I really don't know. I just know that when it comes to partnering, church girls are continuing to get messaging that even if they're not single, or even if they're not having children, because I have gotten this message that you have to somehow lower your standards in order to get someone of quality. Meaning, okay, girl, you might want to think about being with someone who got 5 kids. I mean, at least he like women. Is it worth it? So how many kids is too many for you? Let's check the comments. Let's go back up. Okay. The Sacred Artist says she loves my hair color. Thank you. Okay. Black women are absolutely the most educated group of women. This title. Thank you, Vincent. Let's see here. Or to be a handbag or accessory. Come on. We are often accessories to the ministry. Okay. My mama said she would not have been dated. And that's the thing. So, like, whatever your standard is your standard. I don't have any children. I don't have never had any partners. So why do you think I should accept somebody with 27,000 children? Not going from no kids to grandma in seconds. Jesus Christ. So let's continue with the conversation. So thank you guys for going along in the comments with me. Next up in this segment is called the Good Girl Grapevine. Okay, we heard it through the grapevine. This is a trending topic that we'll discuss, and we'll discuss everybody's take on it. So the trending topic is the internet streets are buzzing because of Whitney we saw her on the Dear Future Wifey podcast. She was on there. Remember the wig slid off to the bike? Her wig slid off to the bike and it went viral. Whitney was on there. She was a virgin, waiting to get married, to have sextivities for the first time, and Whitney has gotten married. So congratulations to Whitney. I'm super excited for her. She was a beautiful bride, and y'all, the lady was married 3 full months before she even posted a picture to let us know she had somebody. We kind of knew she was dating. She would say little things here or there, but we didn't know it would lead to marriage. So shout out to Whitney. I love the way she dated privately so that she can, then have her relationship to herself. What do you guys think about private dating? I'm with it. Not secretive. I'm not going to be your secret, but we will be private. I think that's a good thing. Whenever you are laying a foundation, I feel like the cement is wet. And when you get too many people walking on the cement, they are in your foundation. Why would you be a part of my foundation? Amen. I don't need too many people in my business like that. And this Whitney getting married gives me hope, okay? Because in my experience, us virgins are often left behind. And some of the men are audibly saying that they don't want to be with women who are abstaining to marriage. So it's amazing to see that. And it's crazy to me because I'm noticing that the rhetoric in the red pill community is contradictory, okay? Some shame women, not some, all of them. The red pill community shades women and shames women for having too many bodies. If they got too many bodies, they going in on her. She's a whore. Da da da. She's over 30. She got all these kids. Da da da. They're going all off on the women for having a body count, but they don't care about their body count. Meanwhile, they also shame you if you're over 30 and you've never been married and have not had kids. So it's like you can't win. It's like you can't win. And it just feels sometimes like on these internet streets, whether Christian or not, some of these men that claim to be heterosexual do not like women. I said what I said. A lot of these men who claim to be heterosexual do not like women. They are sexually attracted to women, but they don't like women. They only like to play with their boys. And I'm confused. Am I the only one who feels this way? Like, am I the only person noticing? These men don't like us at all. They have a complaint about their wives. They have complaints about all their sisters, all their friends. They don't like women. And I'm just looking at what's out here in these streets. And I said, Lord, we supposed to wait till marriage, but how is it going to be a marriage with a man who don't like women? Where they at? What's going on, Father? I'm just telling y'all, this is the Good Girl Grapevine. I'm just telling y'all some of the things that I have noticed. So have y'all noticed it? And it leads me to another set of questions. Are there more women than men in the church? Yes, we know this. But in your opinion, is purity culture? Because a lot of the time, this ideology of abstaining until marriage, that is more so taught to women or girls than it is to men. Is the ideology of purity culture making us as women more passive in dating? Is it making us weird? Are we not dating because we're abstaining? Are we afraid of dating? Is it harder for us to date, in your humble opinion? And then, do church men even pursue women anymore? I'm not talking about our church men smashing women. We know that. The data is there. We know that part. Hello. They outside. The musicians is outside. Okay? We know that part. But are they pursuing partners? Are they waiting until marriage? Or are they just trying to smash because it's getting crazy out here? So drop a comment down below. Let me know your experience. I'm going to check the comments. Because I feel like for us, we've been told just wait on God. And I don't know if that's God's plan when it comes to dating. I don't know if that's beneficial. I think that just wait on God is keeping us single for no reason. So let's check the comments. Okay. Spencer said, I honestly have never thought about this before. Wow. Okay. With a foreign husband. Listen. That was good. Can't wait to watch the replay to see where that was said. Very true. Okay, the people are believing me. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you so much. You are preaching now. Listen, okay, let's talk about it. We're gonna have the discussions here at the Good Girl Rich Life podcast. And then I do want you guys to know, like, if y'all ever have something y'all want me to discuss, you can email me, DM me, hit me in the comments or whatever. I'll see it and we can talk about it. So yeah, alrighty. On to the main topic. Does the Black church hate single women? We're getting into the deep dive now. Let's talk about it, okay? All right, let's talk about a numbers game. Are there enough Black Christian men available? Let's pause and consider. Now, we know scripture is telling us we're not supposed to be equally yoked. But should we be looking outside of our church and the church for a mate? Meaning, okay, you believe God, but you don't go to church. Like, okay, it's enough. You believe. That's cool. Let's see what Daryl Moore is saying. Yes, we just don't attend church. Facts. Do the girls need to start looking outside? Statistically, Black women far outweigh and outnumber Black men in church. But then there are, in the church, within the few Black men that are there, some are taken. A lot of them are taken. You know, you got the pastors, the deacons, such and such. They get a wife quick in their positions. They are taken, or they're not married. They're not ready for marriage. They play in the streets, okay? Or they're gay. Or they're not really saved. Those are those seem to be the brothers that we are left with. So what do we do that? And then when considering that, okay, when considering this, and the single women are going to church to get advice about life and faith-based advice about stewardship, life, how to be a woman. Because a woman of God, there are particular things that we have to do and be and see and say. When we consider this, is the church's advice on dating. Okay? Is the church's advice on dating up to par for Black single women? Drop in the comments and tell me what you believe. Drop in the comments and tell me what you believe. Is the church's advice on dating, I'm sorry, I have to plug up this laptop, suitable for Black single women? I think that some of the church's advice about dating, when we offer it to Black single women, is not helping. It ain't helping. This is some of the common advice we get. Just wait on God. Okay? Focus on being a Proverbs 31 woman. She already married, though. The advice not helping. Number two, the woman in Proverbs 31 was an entrepreneur. The Bible says that she considered her field and buys it, right? That means she's able to buy and sell and move and shake, and not just buying a purse, buying shoes. She's not buying goods. The woman is buying property. She considers a field and buys it. But then the red pill community tells us that we're too independent, and us having businesses makes us masculine. So if I focus on being a Proverbs 31 woman, I'm too masculine today. Somebody help us, because it's not making sense. Here's my favorite one. God will send him when you least expect it. How do you trick your mind to not expect marriage? And is it just Black women that this applies to? Because I feel like other cultures go to college expecting to find a mate. So how do you trick your mind to not expect partnership? Because I'm thinking, the Clark sisters, I expect a miracle every day. Okay? Like, it's not adding up. And what about offering practical advice? Okay, where's the real dating advice that is faith-based? Okay, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all ready? I'm gonna be 100% honest. The single ministry sucks. Singles ministry sucks across the board. Across the board. I'm not talking about your church. I'm talking about across the churches. When I see the flyers of the activities that y'all have, I don't want to be a part. I don't want to go bowling with y'all. I don't want to go bowling. That's all y'all do. Now y'all starting to offer speed dating. I don't want to do the sanctified speed dating with y'all. I'm sick of y'all. Okay? Singles ministry sucks. And I just feel like it sucks because a lot of church leaders are either so removed from single life that they don't know what's actually going on, or two, you're so scared to give the people practical advice because you think we all gonna be hiding the pants and falling in sin. Listen, I'm all about encouraging people to abstain until marriage. Obviously, I'm abstaining until marriage. That is a biblical truth. That is something we hang our hat on. But I have a question. Is the only advice about singleness abstaining until marriage? Because how do we get to the marriage part with the abstaining? How do we carry about life dating and abstaining? Y'all don't have any advice for that. What is it? Through bowling? And I'm going to be honest. I started to think about it. And I think the reason why a lot of senior leaders advise get married. Okay. How many of y'all have seen people who's been advised to just get married? It's better to marry than it is to burn. Of course, that's biblical, right? But sometimes I think we can take scripture out of context because we don't know what to say. And it's okay if you don't know what to say. Bring someone in who does. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I think a lot of the reason why a senior leader's advice is to just go and get married is because that's what they did and they're miserable. They weren't walking in holiness. They just slapped a license on top of foreign moving. But I want us to take a real good look at those marriages, those people who say, well, just get married. There's usually a story of infidelity attached to them. There's usually a story about the woman having to forgive her husband, and God, we made it, we're stronger. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Let me check the comments and then I'm gonna give y'all the story time. Okay, let's see here. Vincent says, I don't think anyone should be given blanketed advice about something so personal. Absolutely. Vincent said we should be given advice on self-esteem, believing in yourself, finding your purpose. Absolutely. Daryl says, Daryl said, I am honest. I'm not doing the celibacy thing. Well, hey, be honest, okay? To thine own self be true. I'm going to tell you guys this quick story time about these pastors. Pastor and Whirlpool, I went to their church and they were talking over the mic about holiness. And, wait until you marry. And I'm talking hard because it was very harsh. Get out that bed. Wait until you ain't married. Y'all know how it is, talking real hard. But as they're doing all that, and I'm a person who's abstaining until marriage, right? So I got that part. But I'm listening to them. But I've been to this church before. And I've heard the wife, she was having a women's retreat and she was talking about, hey, Trey, thank you so much for coming by. I've heard the wife talk about her story with marrying her husband previously. And they did not wait until marriage. They moved their wedding date up because they were so high in the pants and they still ain't make it to the date they moved up. Now, does that mean you should not tell people to abstain until marriage? No, it doesn't mean that. But it does mean calm your voice down. Take some of that bass out your throat. Because if you couldn't even live holy, why are you talking to me crazy? If you couldn't maintain the standard, why are you talking so harshly at people? You couldn't even do it. A lot of us are preaching from a gospel we couldn't even maintain. And talking hard. Where's the grace? Because you needed it. Get married. Why? Because somebody has the activities they should get married? Oh, that's rich. You can, a marriage license does not stop you from being a whore. It don't. You're just going to be a married whore. Okay, let's keep talking. I don't have time. I just feel like you can uphold the bloodstained banner, and I believe you should. But let's have a little grace. Where's the empathy? Where's the kindness when you talk about it? If you couldn't maintain holiness, then why are you hollering at everybody else? Hypocrisy at its finest. Listen, desiring sex before marriage is not a sin. The desire is natural. It's from God. It is not from the devil. And I think we need to address that. I am not asexual. I just love the Lord. I have to crucify my flesh as an act of worship to a pure God. But I'm not so full of myself that I think I can never fall or never be tempted. And it's the devil. It's not the devil. It's just life. It just is. The desires are from God. The desire is from God. And I'm not going to pray and ask him to take it away. Why would I do that? Because when I get married, I'm going to need that. So with though abstaining and with dating with purpose to marriage and dating with that type of ideology, that comes with a level of being naive. There are some things I have never experienced within these dating streets. There are some things just because of a lack of experience that I don't know in my human walk because I've been only focused on that faith walk. I've been so focused on the spirit that there's some things in the natural I don't know. And I'm okay with that because I've chosen this path, or I believe God has chosen it for me. However, I have absolutely made mistakes when it comes to choosing the wrong guy before. And I probably will again. And people would be surprised at some of the men I have chosen. Shamefaced. But I guess I was acting like Eve. Some people clown Eve for talking to a serpent. And I just want to say why. Why was she talking to a snake anyway? People ask. I wonder if Eve did that because she was lonely. Because where was Adam the whole time she was talking to that serpent? He was nowhere to be found. He wasn't near her the entire conversation. But I get it. Because when I got lonely, I definitely made the mistake of kicking it with snakes too. And they offered me empty promises as well. So I get it. Being in this life is not easy. Being a Black single church girl is not easy. Yes, we are the biggest tithe payers. Yes, we are keeping the church moving, although in some churches we can't even get up to speak. There is still a pressure that comes with being a Black single church girl. I get it. I get the pressure to be married. I get the pressure to be perfect for a man, even though you're single. They tell you, you got to be a Ruth. You got to look like this. You too big. You're too small. It's a lot going on. The pressures. Black church women are expected to be holy, but not boring. Submissive, but also independent. Saved, but still attractive enough to get chosen. Meanwhile, the men are not always held to a standard of being taught to pursue, taught to lead, or heal. And quite frankly, they're partnering whores. So is it okay to be a little bit provocative, or is that too desperate in the church? I just want to pose these questions to have us think about what we say and what we do. Can a church girl shoot her shot without feeling shamed? Today, for me, I'm taking my power back. I am living to please God and not care as much about people's perceptions. Months ago, this girl went viral for getting up in church and having to apologize for getting pregnant out of wedlock. And my cousin asked me if I fell, as we say, and I got pregnant, would I get up before the church and apologize? And I said, girl, no, because I'm not about to get in front of a church full of fornicators and say, y'all finally got me. I'm just like y'all. No, I'm not doing that. But for real, I do think the church's approach to singleness has to be done in love. And the real kind of love, not the stuff y'all say y'all have for gay people. The real love, agape. And let us be spiritual about spiritual things. I don't have 10 practical steps that will help people abstain. I can tell you that spiritually, you have to submit yourself therefore to God, resist the devil, and he flees from you. And the devil is not sex. Sex was made by God. It is a gift. But any gift that you use out of season will cost you. BMW has some beautiful cars. I want one real bad one day. when I learn how to drive. We'll talk about that on another episode. But if I give a BMW to a person without a license and who cannot drive, it's a great gift, but they're going to total the car and it might even come at the cost of their life. As a believer, marriage, if you believe like this, marriage is our license. And that's the long and short of it. I don't have a whole lot of game. And so I want to encourage singles. Stop waiting for the perfect person to live your life. Love you where you are. Now, that does not mean you don't want a partner. It just means you love you. Don't wait until marriage before you go to that show, or before you move out of state, or before you cut your hair, or what is a man gonna think if I do? Just be you. Build community with people and not just feel so ashamed that if you say something to them, that you gonna be fast. Like, we don't have to be weird. And then if you want to pray for a partner, do that. But also, sis, like, go where godly men are. Like, are they where you be at? For me, I am convinced that my husband might be Jamaican. Because every time I go to Jamaica, it be up. And I do want to also recognize the fact that God's plan is not for us to have struggle love. And that includes struggling with the church to have love. It ain't in this plan. All right, let me check the comments. Okay, poor baby. Group hug. Daryl, I'm good. I'm just being silly. I'm good. Thank you guys for commenting along. So we are towards the end of the episode, and this is my good girl Rich tip, my final takeaway, okay? My message is singleness is not a punishment, and marriage is not a prize for being a good girl or a good guy. God's will for your life is bigger than your relationship status. God's will for your life is bigger than your relationship status. You don't have to wait until marriage to pursue who God called you to be. Just be. And then the right one will find you. And don't settle with nobody with 159 cheering that can't take you nowhere. So some practical steps for thriving while single in the church. Stop seeing singleness as a waiting room. You can build your dream life now. Get rid of the I'm just waiting on God mindset. Be open, intentional, and be social. And 3, if your current church makes you feel bad about singleness, talk to the leadership. And if you got to find you a new place to be, hey. So I have a challenge for you all for this week. I challenge you all to do something new this week. Whether it's joining a new group, find a new friend, go networking, or just praying differently about whatever. Let's be proactive. That is my challenge for you for the week. Be proactive. Don't be passive about life. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of the Good Girl Rich Life podcast. This episode about does the Black church hate single women? And join me for more next week. We are going to come back and with the new episode. I think on Friday, though, we'll come back to recap and talk about what you guys thought about this episode. So if you have watched and enjoyed, love this episode, subscribe here to my channel, Sheridan S. Davis. Also share with your fellow friends and follow me here on YouTube, on Instagram, and Facebook, Sheridan S. Davis. And don't forget, God's plan is always bigger than society's pressure. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoy my perspective, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, wait, we got comments. Let me look. April Branch says that's so true. Thank you, April. And Daryl said, and tell them to stop wearing dull clothes. That's another thing. That's why I said, like, you got to be cute, but also they tell you not to be a whore. Listen, I'm going to give a little cleavage sometimes. Just a little hint. I might give a little thigh sometimes. You're going to be okay. I still love the Lord. Hey, find the medium. But I don't think you have to wear a dress to the floor in order to be saved. And I'm going to be honest. Some of the sister girls who denim skirts is up here, right up under them boobs, all the way down to the floor. Legs still be to the moon. The longest dresses be coming up fast. Amen. Am I lying? Do I got a witness? Legs. What Rashida say? Legs to the moon. Okay. Hello, my cousin. Thank you. So yeah, take y'all power back, baby. We ain't. They are the hope. Listen, I know some. The ones who be preaching real hard about purity and holiness and all that type of stuff just got into somebody's bed last night and may have been their pastor. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. So I'm praying for everybody. I'm praying for everybody, okay, as we continue to grow strong in the Lord in these last and evil days, okay? I love you guys so much. Thank y'all for tuning in to the pod. Joining me on Friday. We're going to talk and recap on what happened tonight. And on Monday, we'll have a new episode. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, guys. Bye.